Our second video in Unit 9 involves us multiplying radicals together. At its basic level, we're just kind of multiplying numbers like square root of, let's say, 4 times the square root of, 8. You multiply them together to get like square root of 32. From there, you would simplify. You kind of do its factoring, that thing we did on our first video, break into 2 and 16. And then 16 breaks up into 4 and 4. Okay, so as you see, we have a pair here. And then we have this 2 left over. So when we have a pair, it becomes our 4 outside of a square root. And then the 2, as you see, that's in the box, goes inside the square root. And that's what we're doing today. So our first example here has square root of 12x to the third times square root of 6x to the fourth. Again, we're just going to multiply our numbers together. 12 and 6 multiplies. So we're going to get the square root of 12 times 6 is 72. And then our x's. X to the third times x to the fourth. Well, that becomes x to the seventh. Remember, in a multiplication problem, you're going to add your exponents. From here, we're going to break up our 72. 72, again, that is 2 and 36. 36 is 6 and 6. Again, we're looking for that pair. Okay, 6 is our pair. 2 is left over. If we go to the x's, again, I show this by when it's an odd exponent. I take one x out of it, and I just decrease the exponent by 1. So it's x to the 6th. From there, since it's even, I can break that up. X to the third and x to the third. We like to see the pairs, okay? All right, so what's left? We have 6 and x cubed out front. Those are my pairs. Inside the square root, look at what I boxed. We got a 2 and an x. So we're going to put 2x inside. So there's our first example. Second example, same thing. We're just going to multiply. Notice the numbers out in front. Let's take care of those numbers first. The -3 and the 4. I know what -3 times 4 is. That's -12. Now we're going to multiply the inside. Again, I have a 10 and a 20. 10 times 20, that's 200. And I have an x and an x to the fourth. That's x to the fifth. All right, let's go ahead and break this up. If you notice, I always take just 2 out if it's an even number. 2 times 100. Sometimes when we take 2, we identify a perfect square. 100 can break up into 10 and 10. There's a pair. Okay. If you don't know how to get to 10 and 10, just keep breaking up the 2's. Or keep breaking up with 2's. So 100 would become 2 and 50. 50 would become 2 and 25. 25 would then become 5 and 5. Okay, with x to the fifth, gotta take 1 out because it's an odd, and x to the fourth is what we have for our even exponent. And from there, I could break that up into x squared and x squared. All right, let's see what we have left. Again, I broke the 100, so that doesn't count. We have an x there as well. right? What's circled is our pairs. They go out with the negative 12. So we have negative 12 already outside. We have times 10. We also have an x squared. Inside, what's boxed? We have a 2x. Let's simplify. Negative 12 times 10, that is negative 120. So we have negative 120 x squared outside times the square root of 2x inside. And there's our final simplified answer. All right, you guys have a good day.